Hey guys, and hello to all the new beginners that have just recently started. I'm just going to talk very swiftly about trade watching, because especially for beginners and people who've just placed their first trades or even their first own trades, this is super one of the things that we need to crack onto in order to make sure that our trading journey at the start doesn't kind of discombobulate and kind of get out of hand. Because when we're trade watching and those emotions shoot upwards, they can make us do all sorts of things when it comes to our trading, especially being scared of the momentum and coming out at an early loss. So for all you new beginners that have just started and have been watching trades and can feel the emotions happening, do not worry at all. This is very normal. It's very common. It can be common up until a lot of practice, but I can assure you that over time, this is something that you'll become used to. You'll be able to manage your emotions a lot better, relax, be able to walk away from watching a trade and just allowing it to be, which is super important to get to that stage, so then we can master our strategies and just how we handle it through our daily lifestyle. Okay, so one thing I want to mention first, no matter how many times or for how long you watch your trade, it will not change the way that your trade goes. Okay, you could be sitting there for half an hour and watching the momentum happen and be in all types of emotional stages, situations, but you could also be half an hour away making a coffee, tidying your home, whether it's need to make a call, go food shopping, buy stuff on Amazon, whatever it is, the trade will still be going at the same pace and the same way. So taking breaks from watching trades is excellent. It's very healthy. It will be good for you to start learning how to place alerts when you do take those breaks. So for example, if you do have a busy day and you know that you can't be on the charts for too long, either just decide, you know what, today I'm just not going to place trades. I'd rather protect my profits. I'd rather protect my capital. And I'm just going to let this one go today. Or if you feel that you have time to place a trade that you feel confident by taking, and you think, do you know what, I don't have as much time as I usually do, so hey, I'm actually going to set some alerts. So if I'm out and about, can't check my phone, I know that when that alert goes off and it pings on my phone, it will tell me exactly where the chart is at that specific time without me having to follow it through for every second. So if you guys don't know about alerts, it is on the educational page, but I have made another video so visually you can see step-by-step on how I place my alerts. So I'll be posting this just after this video. And I've also just given you some tips, kind of how to manage your alerts and what to do with them, how to edit them through the settings. So let me know if you need any more information on that one. But just remember that 100% your trade will just carry on the way it's going to go. No matter how long you watch it for, whatever you do, the amount of effort that you put into watching is actually taking away any effort from just being relaxed and from getting on with your day-to-day routine. Okay, it's a must remember, and don't worry, because this happens to all of us. Even sometimes if you feel like your risk is a little bit bigger because you're now dealing with a bigger capital or you're on a funded challenge, it can make you feel like, oh, I need to continue watching this. But it's just all part of the game. It's all part of the lifestyle, nothing to worry about. And if you are in that time where you feel like you need to express and you feel you need to talk to someone in the group for support, just to kind of handle your emotions at that time when there's a trade active, then please do send me a message. Send Diane, Lorena, Ben, anyone else in the group. We're all happy to help. Okay, so alerts and taking breaks, very big thing. What you could do as well as part of your rules, if you do have a trade that's just taking some time, maybe you want to say to yourself, do you know what, every 15 minutes I'm going to check the trade. And that will give you space to continue your day-to-day, as I said earlier. And it will also be able to give you a way and a new strategy form, a new structure of how to manage your trades and not to worry about them, you know, because at the end of the day, when you place a trade, you've given your risk there. You've accepted that this is the way that it's going to go. Sorry, one of my lights just fell. if you've accepted your risk and you've accepted just the way it's going to go, it's absolutely fine. The trade will just be as it is. You've got nothing to even stress about because you've accepted that risk from the start. You've committed to the trade going either way, because we never know, no matter how many times we analyze something and feel like, yes, this is going to go the way that it's going to go because I've analyzed it correctly, pointers are all marking up in the right place. It can change at any moment. So just be very, very calm and subtle as much as you can. And it does take practice. So don't feel like you need to force yourself into that position if you're not ready. At the end of the day, trade watching and watching the charts is actually very healthy as well. So to the next point that I was going to make, when you are studying, do realize and do understand that watching charts is a very valuable thing as part of your education, because what you're doing is a very visual sport. It's a visual ability to understand how momentum works, to understand how charts function, to understand what kind of candles that you're looking at, patterns that you're seeing, shapes that you're seeing, and the analysis to go ahead with that. So it is very important that you watch your trades and that you watch the charts, but maybe choose how you're going to do that. So for example, if you are studying and you want some time to get onto your education, maybe you can choose a couple of currency pairs that you want to just work on, focus on. And you can decide, you know what, every day for about 10 to 15 minutes at a specific time, I'm going to watch how they work and how they move and kind of just understand their language, so you build a rapport and you build a good relationship with these pairs. Okay. Another good timing to watch trades and to watch your charts is when, for example, there are news on. So when it hits 1:30 or 2 o'clock, whatever time that news comes in and it's high impact, you could sit down and watch trades of that news. So if there's a USD high impact news at 1:30, maybe just take a couple of USD pairs and just watch how it plays on, because then you start to understand just the momentum, the movement, and kind of just build a connection with what you're doing. So it's not like you're going in blindly, and also with a gambler's mindset, which is something that we don't want to do. Okay, at the end of the day, you are building a relationship with what you are doing. You're learning a brand new language. You're learning a brand new skill. So very important to watch, but just try not to watch as much when you are actually taking your trades, because the emotions play up and we go into massive panics. And this is something that we want to reduce over time in our trading lifestyle. Okay, something else that you might want to look into as well when you're watching your trades is around rollover period. So as you guys know, the trading times will close between 9 p.m. Sorry, that's the wrong timing. Between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. So just before 10 p.m. and just after 11 p.m. The charts do tend to go a bit funny. There's quite a bit of a spread with the way that the trades work. So if you do have a trade active at that time, to watch the charts at that time is really good as well, so you understand kind of what's going on, because it does get kind of complex, a bit discombobulated and what you're looking at, and it's very good for you to understand and just get in the know of what's happening, so it doesn't become a worry for you or a concern, but you just understand what happens around rollover period when the market closes for an hour. So then you just get used to it over time. Generally, I don't like to have trades running around that time, just because I've watched how it affects me or my mental state for that trade, and especially at night time. Usually I'm still with clients, so I don't want to mix that kind of end of the day with clients with trades that are still going, because I know emotionally it's not going to benefit me at all. So that's something I've learned over time, and it's part of my rules and strategies that I have in place. So if there are any trades that do run over then at that time, I do not worry at all. I have to surrender to the moment, but I generally will try not to trade in the afternoons, just in case that trade starts rolling over quite slowly and into overnight periods, or even during the rollover period. Okay, also today is a US bank holiday, I believe, so markets will be a lot slower, but generally it's good to take time in that space to watch the trades and just see kind of what's happening when it's a bank holiday, because obviously things are closed, so it will also change the way that the trades and the charts move. All right, so long as you're not scalping, obviously you need to watch the trade whilst you're scalping. 1 minute chart's perfect for that. If you're not scalping, please take a break, go and do what you normally would have done. So I like to sit there and think, if I wasn't placing this trade, if this trade wasn't on now, what would I be doing different? What would I have done without this trade? So it could have been something simple as put the clothes in for washing. It could have been another simple thing as go and put the bins outside. Maybe I need to make a call to a friend. Maybe I need to continue working with my colleague on a project. Whatever it is, try and fit yourself into a place mentally of what would I be doing if this trade wasn't on, and just go and do it. Do not ask any questions. Do not pause yourself into a place where you're indecisive and should I be doing this and resisting. Just do it. Just go and do it. And I promise you that over time, this will start to get you into a much more confident and comfortable place with your emotions, with your trading, and the overall lifestyle of it. Okay, I will send over now another video with all the alerts. So do let me know again if you need any advice or any more queries that you got based on that. So have a good evening, and we will catch up soon, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.